Mickey van der Ven could be a Colwill alternative. Liverpool was strongly linked to a move for Mickey van der Ven this summer, and now a new update has surfaced as the club is following the player ahead of next season. According to Evening Standard correspondent Nisa Kinsella, Liverpool is seen as a threat to Tottenham Hotspur's ongoing talks with the Wolfsburg defender. It has been reported that Liverpool are allegedly competing with the Spurs for a similar defender profile, which is why the North London club fears the Merseyside Giants will miss their talks with Van der Ven this summer. While rebuilding the midfield is a top priority for Jürgen Klopp and his new sporting director George Schmadtke, with the arrival of Dominic Szoboszlai and Alexis Mac Allister, there is a strong desire to strengthen the defensive lineup this summer as well. Liverpool have linked up with numerous left-footed defenders over the past few weeks and months, with England U21 star Levi Colwill becoming the final target for the Reds, according to reports. However, with Chelsea's unwillingness to sell their valuable assets and a potentially astronomical transfer fee as a result, all eyes were turned to alternative options. It wouldn't be surprising if the Merseysiders turned their attention to Van der Ven before the transfer window closed, as the Bundesliga ace is offering a much cheaper alternative with a £30 million price tag. Comparing the performances of the two defenders last season, they showed similarity in some key features such as goal contributions and pass completion rates. Van der Ven surpassed the Chelsea ace in 90-minute wins, blocks and gaps. The lightning-fast Dutch native has a number of desirable traits that could benefit Klopp next season. Football talent scout Jocek Kulik praised the Dutchman as complete and dominant, describing him as a stubborn tackler. Not only that, Van der Ven has become one of the hottest prospects in Europe's top 5 leagues in the last 12 months. The 22-year-old has ranked in the top 25% of his positional peers for progressive carries, successful picks and progressive passes. Not only is he a confident ball winner, he has also proven to use it well when he has it. Both compatriot Virgil van Dijk and Joel Matip are now in their 30s. Matip is in the final year of his contract, so there is definitely a real opportunity to add a little younger to the back line alongside Ibrahima Konate to get a head start in building the future of the defense presence. However, it will be interesting to see if Liverpool can make a concrete move for a centre-back this summer, and the interest in Van der Ven is definitely something to watch as the club plans their comeback ahead of next season. Klopp is definitely looking to sign a defender this summer for a long-term defensive line. Liverpool are now really considering signing £42 million Jordan Henderson, with the player calling him brilliant. With Liverpool's midfield restructuring, Fabinho appears to be getting closer to a move to Saudi Arabia. The Brazilian midfielder has agreed to personal terms on a move to the Gulf, and after a £40 million bid from Al Ittihad, the 29-year-old may be on the move. Of course, if Fabinho leaves Anfield, Liverpool will have to sign a substitute. And according to the latest information, the Reds have compiled a list of potential targets. Among these targets is the player of one of his biggest rivals. According to recent reports, Calvin Phillips is on Liverpool's list of potential Fabinho substitutes. Phillips has shown in the past that he is more than just a talented midfielder for Leeds and internationally. But to say that the last 12 months has been a struggle for the Yorkshire Pearler would be an understatement. Phillips has barely had a match since moving to Manchester City, while his own manager has questioned him from time to time. He described him as overweight and left him on the bench for a number of important matches throughout the season. Despite his recent struggles, Phillips is still a good player, and Liverpool captain Jordan Henderson has called him brilliant in the past. It would be fair to say that Phillips could be seen as overkill at Etihad, and Liverpool seem to be sensing an opportunity here. Of course, just a year after his £42 million transfer from Leeds, City may not be willing to let the midfielder go just yet. After all, while still settling at City, Pep Guardiola probably wouldn't be too excited about the idea of boosting one of his closest rivals. This is certainly an interesting situation, and one that should definitely be considered as Fabinho is nearing his Liverpool debut. With a £35 million price tag, the former Leeds charmer has struggled to meet the standards he has presented in the European tournament due to fitness and injury issues over the past 2 years. Hailed since February 2021 for his ugly pass by teammate John Stones, the 27-year-old has suffered 3 separate long-term injury episodes with up to 204 days in recovery and missing 38 fixtures, showing he's prone to long spells on the sidelines. Midfield injuries were a constant problem for the Reds last season. Thiago Alcantara, Jordan Henderson, and Keita faced many problems throughout the campaign. The lack of reliability and usability in the midfield echelons could have played a role in Liverpool's missing Champions League football, fighting in cup competitions and finishing 5th in the Premier League. Something the Liverpool boss will be desperate not to repeat next season. However, Liverpool should avoid signing Phillips this summer if there are other options available to take advantage of, as the Manchester City threat could be too great a risk to take injury problems. Klopp certainly wouldn't want to put up with a repeat of the club's Keita disaster. Liverpool are now in talks to sign a world-class Manchester City transfer target. Liverpool are reportedly in talks to sign Bayern Munich defender Benjamin Pavard, and Manchester City are also chasing the French national team player. According to journalist Christian Falk, the Reds held talks with the 27-year-old player's management. Chelsea, Barcelona, and Manchester City are also interested in signing Pavard, who is increasingly likely to leave Bavaria this summer. Pep Guardiola's side has recently taken the lead in the race to sign Pavard. However, Liverpool's interest could be appealing to the defender, who could become a regular for Jürgen Klopp given his unique characteristics. Indeed, Pavard's ability to play both centre-back and right-back makes the French national player a pretty good option. According to Falk, Liverpool are in talks with the defenders team about a potential summer transfer at this time. He is an interesting player for the Premier League. He is always in talks with Chelsea management. Liverpool management and Barcelona are also in talks, but Barcelona has no money at the moment. They want to see him as a free agent next summer, said the journalist. Interest in Pavard is high this summer, and Liverpool are in the market to sign Pavard, who can play both right-back and centre-back. No wonder why the Bundesliga superstar is wanted. And for the defender, winning the race could be a huge advantage for the Reds. Praised as world-class by former Bayern manager Niko Kovac, Pavard could make a dream addition for Klopp next season. While Manchester City's interest is worrisome, Liverpool has the finances and reputation to tackle the reigning English champions from head to toe. Alexander-Arnold's shift to midfield in the last 10-week period last season makes Pavard more important. Pavard's back support could help Arnold play more freely.